This is the AKG C104, and this is the AKG C114, and they're not like the same mic wearing different hats. They're actually siblings that just arrived at the AKG family reunion, and they're kind of different, but like in a really cool way. Let's talk about it.
From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemcoff.
I think the easiest way to think about it is this. The C104 has more of a presence bump baked into the entire experience. And not like the ice pick to your face kind of way, but definitely more energy in the upper mid, that lower top zone where intelligibility lives. And that's the part of the spectrum where consonants pop and copy cuts through, and your read starts sounding like it showed up caffeinated and ready to close the deal. So the upside is obvious. The C104, it sounds more immediately commercial, like for commercial VO, right? But the downside is also obvious. For me, that same frequency behavior is, sometimes its worst sibilance is the guest who shows up to the party unannounced and then ends up crashing on your couch. So, the Z104, I love it because it sounds like it already knows where the camera is. So, this thing is great for commercials. It kind of has a similar mid-forward frequency push you'd expect from like an 87 style mic. So if you do like promos, tags, imaging, anything that has to, punch through a music bed and sound finished fast, I think the C104 makes a lot of sense, actually. It has that upper presence curve that says, hey, relax. I've already done half the job, which is great because it leaves you to focus more on your performance and less on just, like fumbling around with EQ. Now, the C114 is different. The C114, to me, it sounds smoother through that same region. Not rolled off, not dull, just, less caffeinated. And the C114 still gives you a lot of detail. It just doesn't serve up every consonant like it's presenting evidence in court. And that's why the C114, it feels more like a narration mic to me. It starts from a more balanced place. It's easier to listen to over a long period of time. It's easier to shape, and, it doesn't sound like it came out of the box pre-EQ'd for a truck commercial during playoff season. So if the C104 walks in saying, hey, let's sell this now, the C114 walks in saying, hey, let's explain this clearly, professionally, and also with an invoice. So one quick mic nerd note. All right, so on paper, right, AKG rates the C114 at 12 dBA self-noise and the 114 at 14 dBA. But, so much depends on the placement and the preamp you use, etc., which is honestly why I trust my ears first, spec sheet second, and marketing copy basically never. So, room, gain, distance, and source also still get a vote in this. So the short version is C104, more upper mid push, more immediacy, more commercial readiness, but more sibilance risk. The C114, I think smoother presence handling, less aggressive top presentation, more balanced starting point. So overall, no, I don't think this is a which mic wins situation. I think it's C104 for cut and C114 for composure. And honestly, that to me is the more useful answer. Now, the only way to know if a mic is right for you is to try it in your own space, with your own rig, doing your own thing. And if your thing is voiceover, you know that every audition is like the knife fight at the end of West Side Story. And if you're tired of ending up like Tony every time, it's time to up your game. So come on, let a guy who's been doing VO for 20 years give you my recipe for booking gigs. Check out my book, The Modern Voiceover Career Owner's Manual, available for paperback, hardback, and in Kindle. So let me know what you can what you can do with these mics, what you would do, and let me know which one you like. So are you Team C104 or Team C114 or Team like, hey, give me both? Let me know, all right? Leave a comment. And until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemcoff, fading to black.